today's Fluent in 5 number is 202. So pause the video, make your way through the different areas of the Fluent in 5, see if you can complete more than what you completed yesterday, give yourself a reasonable amount of time to do this, and then play the video once you are ready so we can move on to today's learning. So today's learning, we are looking at, move this along a little bit. We are looking at a range of questions, worded questions, where you are using your skills from yesterday. So you potentially might have to order numbers, positive and negative numbers, and adding and subtracting them. We've put a number line up on the screen. Using a number line will help you over the next 2 days, so today and tomorrow's learning. You can either use the one above or you can draw your own. All you need is some scrap paper. If you have one at home, use that one. Some of you might not need to use a number line. However, I think for some of you it will support you with this learning. So just as a starter, put these temperatures in order, the coldest first. How could we do this? So like yesterday, coldest first, we know obviously are the minus numbers. So we've got -9, we've got -7, and then obviously we've got 0. So between -7 and -9, you have to think about which one is the coldest. So we know -9 is further away from the 0, so that one is the coldest. So -9 degrees would go first, then it would be -7, then it would be your 0, and then we are left with 3 and 5. We know 3 degrees Celsius is colder than 5 degrees Celsius. Okay, so that's where the number line will come in useful for you for those type of questions. You'll get questions like this one, such as which of these temperatures is lowest. So you're not necessarily ordering them, you just have to identify which one is the lowest. So like I keep repeating, the minus number that is further away from the 0 is the lowest one. So we know it's -8 in this instance is lower than -2. If you think about it because it is temperature, -8 would be a lot colder. Between -7 degrees Celsius and 7, well, it's obviously the -1 is the lowest. 8 degrees Celsius or -17. -17 is a lot lower. -9 degrees Celsius or -7. Well, if you look at the number line, -9 is further away from the 0 than -7. So -9 is the lower temperature. You'll also be given questions about rising, the temperature rising and falling. So remember to read the question carefully. So the first one is, the temperature rises by 8 degrees from -4. What is the new temperature? So think about what this word rises means. It means if the temperature rises, the temperature increases, it gets hotter. So on the number line, find -4. And if it rises by 8 degrees, you need to make the 8 jumps. So because it's rising, it's going right along the number line. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if the temperature rises by 8 degrees from -4, what is the new temperature? It is 4 degrees Celsius. The next question, the temperature falls from 9 degrees to -4 degrees. Let me just rub that out that I've just done. So it falls this time from 9 degrees, so find the 9 degrees on your number line, to -4 degrees. How many degrees does the temperature fall? So this time you've got to work out what it drops by. So remember, if the temperature falls, it gets colder. So this time you need to be moving to the left, but it's saying it goes from 9 degrees to -4. It's already given you that other number. So you have to work out how many jumps that would be to tell you how many degrees it's fallen. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So how many degrees does the temperature fall by? It falls by 13 degrees Celsius. So for today's learning, you're going to have the questions that we've just gone over now. Please just look carefully at the vocabulary. Okay, if you don't know what a certain word means, ask somebody, maybe look it up on Google or in the thesaurus. But remember, if a temperature rises, it's getting hotter, so it's moving right along the number line. If it falls or it drops or it decreases, it's getting colder, so it's going left along the number line. The number lines are there for you to use. Okay, or like I said, you might want to make your own, or you might not need to use the number line. So do whatever supports you with your learning. Once you've finished your learning, submit it back onto Purple Mash and we will mark it and provide you with some feedback.